Hey guys, what's up? I'm the Sparrow123 and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Ultra Sun. In the last episode we beat Lana Astral, if I'm not mistaken, and we got all the way here to the Royal Avenue. As I said in a previous episode, I made a mistake and I had to replay up until this point to get Fury Attack on our Woody bag, because that was a stupid mistake. I really needed to think that through. We have Skill Link and that shit is very powerful. Oh, hi again, it was Sparrow, right? Do you perhaps remember me? I'm Meredith, the aspiring actress. We're gonna start with this. This is the lady we met in the flower field, and she is right here in the Royal Avenue on the second island. So we will go ahead and battle her again. And we know that she will probably rock another Oricorio. And we are for sure gonna be able to handle that. So this is the psychic flying one, if I'm not mistaken. And we are just gonna go ahead and go for full-on offensive with the pluck. See how much damage we do. Should do some okay damage. Yep. Pound does absolutely nothing to us. We're gonna go here with the Fury Attack. Might as well use our new move here. Guaranteed 5 hits. Pretty sure that is gonna be our strongest move from now on. At this moment anyway. We have our starter growing to level 25, Madonna. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. The kind of illusory battle, moving in time with the rhythms of the earth, really helped me to understand the power style. And she just twirls around. Thanks a lot for this. Alright, I've got to go find some more styles to study. Alola. Yeah, Alola. Alright. Beautiful. That's the thing we're going to start out with in today's episode. And to be honest, we're going to jump straight to... Why do I do this? Every time something brings me down, I end coming right back here again. Come on, no, we'll beat everyone who stands before us. We're going to be strong enough to protect them this time. Well, gosh darn, Gladion is here. Looks like we have our new destination to go inside, which is the Royal Avenue. We've been in this place before. In another dimension, in another timeline, whatever you want to call it. Glad you could make it. I'm here today, yeah, to spread the word, oh yeah, about Battle Royale. They call me the Masked Creole, who? Professor? The Masked Creole. I'm here to teach you, oh yeah, about the battle format passed down in Alola for generations, the Pokemon Battle Royale, who? But Royale, what's Battle Royale, you might ask? 4 trainers. 4 trainers, yeah, each pick 3 Pokemon, yeah, for one big Pokemon battle, oh yeah. When one trainer's team can't battle anymore, yeah, the battle royale ends. With that, whichever trainer has taken out the most Pokemon, yeah, and has the most Pokemon left, will emerge the winner, whoo! We're just staring in them. Gotta love it, man. First, just give it a shot, pick your Pokemon and let's do this. Dude, it's the Masked Royale, I wanna battle, I wanna battle. You there, come and join the fun. I'll be in the mix too, yeah? And now we have our foursome. Who? What? Gladion 2? The discovery, new experiences, adventures, it's all yours if you want it. It's time for a Pokemon Battle Royale. Ready, fight. Well, gosh darn, looks like we're being thrown into the Battle Royale, which is crazy. We're in the Battle Royale Dome, the arena for Battle Royales. The dome is packed and filled with excitement. Now here come the contenders. Look at that, Tyranitar, Gyarados. We're standing behind the T-Tar. That's very fitting. How is standing before a Hexorus. And it's a Charizard, I think. Yeah, of course it's... Why wouldn't it be a Charizard, you know? Alright, well, that Rockruff is definitely the most scariest thing for me on this field at the moment, I would say. So I think I will actually go for the Break on the Rockruff. I need that thing to be gone. Oh, we actually one-shotted it. That's beautiful. Fire Fang on our Woody. That's a bit rough, especially when we're burned. And tackles me as well. Alright then, Meru. Alright then, straight bullying. The battle is over. Well, alright then, that's crazy. So what do you think? It's easy to have a fun time with Battle Royale, who? You even have a shot at beating real tough opponents this way, yeah? You were on fire during the battle. I hope you bring that fire with you and burn up my trial. The name's Kiawe, the fire captain. You can get to Bella Volcano Park from Route 7. I'll be waiting on the peak. If you plan to see your island challenge through to the end, climb to the top with your strongest team. Oh, we will. Oh, we will. So, Sparrow, how are your trials going? I hope you and your Pokemon are working hard and having a blast too. But, Mr. Mastriel, how do you even know that we're doing our trials right now? Oh, I get it, because of our amulets, huh? Well, I'm having a blast. But why are you here? Why would you even want to do a battle royale? You're still trying to get stronger or something. Or maybe you just want to make some friends, hehe. And he just walks away in silence. Oh, never mind. I'm not here to play. I'm here because you can't protect anything when you're weak. Oh, damn, bro. Wow, you're just a ray of sunshine, eh? I think you'd have a lot more fun if you just let yourself have a good time with everybody else. You can do a lot more together, too. Well, I don't know what that deal is, but I thought that battle was just plain fun. That's why I'm gonna keep doing battle royales, and my Pokemon seem to like them too. Alright, did we get healed? Oh, we actually did get healed. Beautiful. At least they were friendly to us, you know, healing us. And yes, Mr. Rotom, indeed, we have our next destination and the thing I want to get done most in today's episode. And that is, of course, the next trial that we're going ahead to. I was just looking. Yeah, I knew there was a sticker around here. So let me just grab the sticker. I think we are, yep, we're on 15. Very, very good. I know I'm not collecting them all because I'm just not going through all that during this playthrough. I think I'll be good enough by just doing what I can, or just grabbing whenever I can see one. And we'll get at least 20, which is at least the thing I can show off is where you can get them, how you get more totem Pokemon, and then you just need to get more stickers. Alright, so we've got some water type trainers here to face off against before we head off to the volcano. We have some extra training to do, which is always welcomed. You always want to get a little bit of extra experience, especially because I remember these next trials can be very rough. But now we do have some good counters to the trials, but still, we want to be a bit careful. Let's go Fury Attack on this Basculin. We got a crit there, that's beautiful. Almost takes it out. The takedown is gonna kill him. That, you know what? That's fantastic. He didn't, because he has probably some type of ability that makes him not hurt himself, like Rockhead or something. He might definitely have that on. We have a Psyduck up next. I'm just more than happy enough to stay in. And we're just gonna do the same thing. Let's go ahead and go for a nice and Fury Attack. Beautiful. This Psyduck will definitely go down. Look at that, bro. This Fury Attack is already proving itself very, very valuable. Swimmer Dakota has been beaten. Yes, my good friend. You have been beaten. I think that side of the beach we can't like access anyway. Until, like on the other side. Until the other side. So we're gonna just jump off right here. Some wild Pokemon we can avoid. Looks like there's a ledge here that should be leading to an item. Okay, okay, we'll take those. A Max Repel, yo. Always lovely to get a free Repel. And that actually reminds me, I probably do not have a Repel up at the moment. And just to make sure nothing happens, let's check our bag. Wrong bag. Yes, we still have a couple Repels. Let's just spray them. Let's go back into the water, because I do believe we have a couple more trainers here for sure. So we need to do some exploring to find these trainers. Look at here, we have a swimmer. Miss Swimmer, I would like to fight you, so I can get your experience. Let's see what she's gonna send out. What water type Pokemon does she have in store for us? An Alomomola. A pretty thick water boy. So I don't think we're gonna kill him in just the one Fury Attack. I'm assuming we're gonna need two. Oh, we're gonna need a lot more. Jesus. we're gonna need 3, man. That's crazy. Double slap. Luckily, does nothing. Only 2 hits. That's unlucky for you. Let's go Fury attack away. Again, if we get one of those a crit, that would be beautiful. Looks like... Oh! We needed more than a crit. It goes for occurring. Alright then. You probably should have done that earlier, because then you would have maybe stood a chance. Let's just pluck to finish off the job. Kill this alola. A nice palindrome of a Pokemon. We get Woody to level 25. Which means I will probably do a switcheroo here pretty soon. And get Jesse some extra levels. Because I think that's probably a smart move. And let's continue on exploring this side of the water. We have one more swimmer right here. I think that's going to be all the swimmers here in the water. And then we can go through the other side of that tiny island. And see what's there. Because I do believe there's like a TM there or something. But nonetheless, we still have more trainers to fight. And you know how I love fighting these some trainers. It's kind of essential. Unfortunately, a Surskit is something we're not going to be able to do too much against. Luckily, it's just a Surskit, so I think Break will still be a 2-hit KO. Just goes for the border sport anyway. So my fire moves that don't exist are going to be rough to use. It's very interesting move choice right there. Jesse getting some experience from a first fight. That's beautiful. Let me just check to be sure. Repel, we're off. Let's just spray another one. See, I don't think... Yeah, nothing's here. So we're gonna go to the right side. Oh, there's an item literally right there. You can see that. There's an antidote. You can look at that. A free antidote is something we'll always be able to take. Always useful. Because sometimes in the game, even late game, you'll get poisoned. And you'll be very happy that you decided to keep that antidote and not just sell it. Or until eventually you have full heals, I mean. Or lava cookies, whatever. Double team. That's why we did this for, guys. It's a TM double team, you know. One of the best TMs in the game. Of course, I'm joking. So, swimmer Vanessa. Let's see what she has in store. A Shelder. Alright. A Shelder. Keep forgetting if Shelder is already part Ice type or not. Guess we'll find out by using this Break. Get the quick lop up, yo. Break. And then he protects. Yeah, man. Like, of course we get a quick lop up on a turn. It literally wouldn't have mattered. And he gets the double protect. Insane. Why are you wasting my time, Shelder? That's not very... He tried to go for a triple one. That's insane, man. And we don't take it out, so I'm assuming he goes protect again. No, okay, he just accepts his fate. Thank you. Like, thank you. Swirl Vanessa, you were not so fun to fight against. I will give you that much. I think we grabbed... yeah, we grabbed for sure. Alright, so I think we've got our next bit figured out. Or our next section that we need to do. Which is go over to the actual volcano. Let's talk to the man. He's talking about Kiawas at Kiawe's Dancing Wella Volcano Park. Oh baby, here we are. Getting very close to yet another totem fight. Which is kind of crazy. Just because it wasn't that long ago since we had our last one. Literally last episode, you know. So, as I said, this is kind of like the pacing of this island. I usually get the 3 trials done very quickly after each other, so it's actually kind of funny. You know what, I think I'm just gonna stay in here and break. Probably should have bubble beamed, because that might have done more damage, yep. Ember, now we have a chance to get burned. Luckily we didn't though. And you know what, let's just use a bubble beam for once. We're not a special attacker, but I'm assuming this thing will go down because of it. Absolutely. Bye-bye, Salandit. Almost level 25. That would have been a nice cream on top. But looks like we've got a trainer here who's going to help us level up that tiny bit more. Which is always useful. Because as I said, we have these upcoming totems, trials that are, if I remember correctly, or I just remember correctly, used to were pretty rough to deal with if you did not have great counters. We do have some pretty okay counters, so to be honest, I'm actually pretty faithful that we will be able to defeat the totem without too many issues. Jessie grew to level 25 as well. We want to learn Dizzy Punch, a nice normal type move, but we already have a normal type on the team, so I'm actually gonna keep old moves for that. Don't want to teach it. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and move on. See, we've got this woman here who, yeah, as I thought, did not want to fight us. And now we're gonna teleport straight to the top. And we have the trial at our footsteps. But I will ignore the trial for just a hot minute. Because I do believe, if we jump over here, that girl is a trainer. Or on the way down there should be like another trainer we can fight. So we have like one more tiny fight we can do before challenging the trial. She's the other woman of the Seismic Sisters. That's funny. Yep, she's right there. Aha, yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew there was a trainer here. I remembered. My big brain sometimes works, you know. Ace Trainer Jim. With a Noibat. Okay. Mr. Noibat. Once again, not the greatest setup that we have here, but I'm just gonna go for a nice End Pursuit. It's neutral. That barely does anything. That's kind of funny. He crit me. He barely does anything. Let's just see how much Break does. It's stab, but it's resisted. It actually kills. Alright. Beautiful. That Noibat is out of the game. We have a Kadabra, and I'm not messing with a Kadabra on Jessie. That's just a Suicide Wish. And we're gonna go Kadabra. We're gonna Fury attack you. Your defense is doo-doo. He's gonna Psybeam me first though. Which we barely live, that's crazy. Alright, and the third one will take you out because of another critical hit. Yo, these crits with Fury attack are kind of beautiful. We're getting quite a decent amount of them. Which is pretty funny. Then, aha, we have a TM here. So it's definitely worth checking this out, depending on the TM. Rock Tomb. Actually helpful TM, if we could use that on any of our Pokemon. Let's check that out real quick. Our Crabrawler can use that. That's actually really good. I think we're gonna get rid of... Is it time to get rid of Bubble Beam? It's been useful, but it's special, and we are definitely not a special attacker. And I think Rock Tomb will be a bit more useful. It will slow down the enemy by one stage. And we have an extra typing on the squad. And we have a... Of course, now that we deleted Bubble Beam, Cubone shows up, which would have been a great tiny bit of experience. But I think with that, we are actually back to the beginning of the actual trial, or the start of the volcano. So what I am gonna do, I'm gonna walk just down here again. And of course we encounter another wild Pokemon, which is... It's crazy, man. This is why I spray repels. Like, this is the exact reason why I spray repels. It's just crazy the amount of Pokemon you encounter sometimes when you're just walking over 5 patches of grass. When you're not trying to fight wild Pokemon, you know? But it's fine. Let's get our Taurus Charge out. And let's hurtle back to the Pokemon Center, because, oh, look at that. We've got our egg hatching. Who's it gonna be? I have a feeling it will be an Eevee. Alright, yeah, as I thought. We have Eevee hatched from the egg. That is pretty cool. So if you want to have a Eevee That is the egg that you get from the daycare, which is beautiful, because of course Eevee is one of my favorite Pokemon. It evolves into many, many different types, and most of them are all pretty useful, or just pretty useful. Let's not give a nickname, because I'm not gonna use Eevee this time around on the team. She's not joining the squad. But we do have another Pokemon who is coming up kinda soonish. Brother, I'm just being bullied. I'm being bullied. I'm trying to get to the Pokemon Center, man. It's been an absolute struggle. It's crazy. Let's do some Healington. Yep. Nice and healing from everyone. So we're nice and fresh to the trial, because I think that will be necessary. Let's grab our Tauros charge again. And let's mosey on further. Jesus Christ, why is she blocking me? Let's go ahead and go towards our third trial. Can you believe it or not? We are slowly chucking away at the game now. Doing one trial after the other. And it will probably be that for the next one as well. Possibly. Depending on how fast some certain fights will go. So let's go into the trial. I think it's time. Totem's Den, here we are. I am Kiawe. My Marowak and I are students of the ancient dances that have been passed down in Alola for generations. The trial of Kiawe. You will find that it is a bit different than the trials you have faced to this point. But of course you will attempt it, right? Actually, not right now. I will switch up Madonna up in front, I think. I think that will be a smart choice. And now I'm actually ready. Yes, now I will attempt it. Haha. Trial start. Here we go. My trial will test your powers of observation. There will be a dance, and then another. Your task will be to find the difference between the two. Begin! Let's look at these Marowak dancing and chilling. Alright. Yep. Definitely memorized it. Aha. That middle one definitely looks different, so let's check that one. And now we have to fight the Marowak. Okay. Mr. Marowak. Let's see what you have in store for us. We have Brion or Madonna or Brion, who has Stab Bubble Beam, which will hopefully slap these fools. Absolutely obliterated that Marowak, because we are 7 levels above it. As I said, we have nice type advantage. No, I forgot to put the Eevee in the box. Well, we're gonna get some level up, guys. Sand attack. Actually, don't wanna. Yeah, less pop-ups is better. Keep old moves. Yes, thank you. Yeah, keep getting levels, man. It's very nice. Fantastic. Baby doll eyes. Keep old moves. Alright, thank you. Up next. Marowak was so pleased by your right answer that it simply had to battle you. Onward to the second dance. Alright, the hiker came in, watched carefully and memorized this dance. I'm pretty sure how they were holding their bones. Astounding, it is astounding how wrong you are. Oh shit, I was wrong. Wasn't the way they were looking. I'm a bit confused there, but whatever, it's fine. Looks like we're gonna have to fight just an extra Marowak here, which is honestly fine, because this will basically mean that we get to jump to level 26 guaranteed here. Which will boost our effectiveness against this totem and battle just even more. So I guess we'll take it that I picked the wrong one. It's kind of funny. And Eevee gets more experience. Let's go. Only one this time though. Beautiful. Cannot help. Watch one more carefully this time. Okay, let's watch that again, I guess. Ah, okay, I think I saw the difference. The hiker is smiling. Because everything else is the actual, say... I guess how they're smiling. But wow, that was really spectacular. And to add to the spectacle, come my fine hiker. Yes, we have to fight a hiker as well. I remember that. Mr. Hikerman. David with a Magmar. Alright, Magmar. Let's see what you have in store for us. It's probably not gonna be too much of a big deal to deal with it. Because we're just gonna be able to Bubble Beam, I believe. And Bubble Beam just takes out the Magmar. Alright, alright, alright. Eevee gets to level 11 and to level 12 as well. Look at that. She growing. She growing. Alright, my hiker friend was so pleased by your right answer that he simply had to battle you. Onward to the final dance. Okay, okay. Watch carefully and memorize. Well, look at that. The totem Pokemon. But how? That was truly spectacular and that respectable. Come, totem Pokemon. Yes, they have changed this trial to a totem Marowak as well. Instead of a Salazzle. I would say Marowak is definitely a bit scarier than the Salazzle. Especially with what they did in this game. And it all just depends on if this guy can live one of these Bubble Beams. He detects, he's actually smart. Yo, let's go. Alright, Bubble Beam. Of course, doesn't go off. Calls its ally Pokemon here. And it is a freaking Salazzle. So yeah, basically the totem Pokemon from last game is just in this game, just very, very, you know, just chilling like that. It's crazy. She's gonna Torment. Which means we can't use the same move twice in a row, I'm pretty sure. Luckily our Bubble Beam here will do some pretty good damage, just into one shot. Cursed Body! I forgot that was a thing. We can't... It's Tormented and Cursed Body, that's actually hilarious. We can Aqua Jet, but I don't see that much doing too much damage. So I'm actually gonna Icy Wind here, to make them both slower. It's gonna Poison Gas me, that's for sure annoying. Make me slowly trickle down. That Brick Break did a lot of damage. Yep. Slowing down them speeds. You're getting some huge poison damage. And I think just for some extra chunky damage, we'll just Aqua Jet the Marowak here. We actually killed him. That's beautiful. Did not expect that to happen. Eevee's growing to level 13, wants to learn Quick Attack. We're gonna keep these old moves, man. Venoshock, yeah, definitely Oko's me into oblivion. Madonna unfortunately faints, but that's fine. Because we can just probably clean up here with Woody. We are gonna go for a nice and Fury attack. We should be faster because we still slowed down its speed. And we should do some okay damage. Absolutely. One more of these and we will be fine. Flame Burst, I don't see that Okoing. Nope. Alright, looks like we have done our third trial. Definitely a bit on the rough side because, as I said, the Salazzle, the fact that they put a Salazzle as just an ally Pokemon is diabolical. Because the Salazzle was the totem Pokemon in the original games. So you basically have to fight two very strong fire types, to be honest, at the same time. Which is actually pretty cool. As I said, Ultra Sun and Moon are kind of a different breed of difficulty sometimes. It just happens that we have some pretty good counters. Whoa, spectacular. With your keen observations, you were able to see even fine differences in our dances. And you defeated the totem Pokemon with such ease. The totem Pokemon protected this Fire Emblem Z. Now it is yours. Alright, look at that. We get the Fire Emblem Z, baby. That's another Z crystal in the books. Another part of our adventure done. Onward to the next trial. which actually is also not that far away. Kinda crazy. This is how you use the fire type Z power. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, brother. Thank you, my dear Marowak. Alright. For when you meet a Pokemon that you would like to meet your companion, take these. Yeah, we got 20 Quake Balls. That's fantastic. What's more, you may now use the right Pokemon Charizard. Charizard will lend you to his strength and you will be able to go anywhere you have been in an instant. That is one of the best things ever. We basically have Fly on demand. The Fire Type Z, you should show it to the trial guide outside the Captain's Barricade at the bottom of the mountain. It's time for us to return to our dance. Alright, so basically he's saying we can unlock our next pathway, which is pretty close to here. Pretty sure we can just fly towards the bottom of the volcano, right? Let's see. Oh, yes, sir. Look at that. You've passed Kiawe's trial. Well done. Okay, so that means you can now ride on Charizard. In that case, why don't you tell about a great way to play with the Pokemon in your boxes? You ready for this? Press X to open the X menu, then tap on Poképelago to take off. Okay, I'll be waiting for you and your Pokemon to visit. I'm not interested. So let's go ahead and talk to this woman. Oh, that's Fire Type Z. Congratulations on clearing Kiawe's trial. In that case, the passageway is open. Captain Mallow's trial is up ahead. Go along Route 8 and you'll find it lush jungle. Right, well, I think we've done quite enough in today's episode, and with that, I'm gonna wrap up here. In between episodes, I'm just quickly going to heal, and in the next episode, we're going through the tunnel, going to clear another route of trainers, and probably, well, we might do yet another trial. We're keeping on the same pace as we have with the old Let's Play, which is kind of pretty cool. So yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed today's episode, and stay tuned for more Pokemon Ultra Sun.